Welcome, my dear viewer, to Dr. Paul Kibisho YouTube channel. And today I want us to look at what we call secrets to what we call effective management. What is effective management? So we need to ask ourselves, what is effective management? Many organizations, including the political arena, organizations and individuals do fail because they do not have what we call the secrets that are required to be effective in the management of their activities. So one of the things that I want us to look at in this particular discussion today is what we call, you need to lead, not to manage. You must be a leader who inspires others. And to become a leader who inspires others, one of the things that you must always remember to do is to do exactly what you expect them to do. Lead by example. You lead by example. Communicate what we call good things to them. Let them know what it is that you want them to do, but you have to demonstrate it yourself. And by so doing, you let them know what is the common vision for this particular organization. The common vision, the mission, and the set of values and goals that you have put aside in order for this company to succeed. So that is one of the key things. Lead and not manage. Don't manage, because managing people will become a problem at a later, maybe as you move on, because it will become more of a warden than one who can be able to give what we call leadership. So lead, but don't manage. Another secret of what we call effective management, so to speak, is what we call hiring the best. Hiring the best. Hiring the best. A manager's performance is a direct function of his team. So if you find a manager doing pretty well, it therefore shows that the manager has actually hired the best team for the task. So one of the things that makes organizations to succeed is purely because of the manpower, the human manpower, or the human resource, or the personnel that has already been brought on board to be able to meet the objectives of the organization. So one of the things that one should always make sure that he or she does in terms of bringing people on board, it's not about the relationship that you have with your people. It's not about bringing on board what you call family members. No, not at all. It's about hiring the best, having the right competencies, having the right skills, the right attitude, the right values, the right focus, so that the organization may be able to achieve its set objectives. So that's number two. You must ensure that you have hired the best. If I may dwell a little bit into what we call the political arena, why many people are complaining out there? It is because they were enticed by some politicians who put them on their respective offices, but they had no competencies. They had not actually done what we call a due diligence process to ensure that the person they brought on board had the ability to lead them and, of course, to meet the expectations. So hire the best. If it is in the political arena, bring the best candidate for that particular post. Whether an MCA, whether an MP, whether a senator, whether a governor, or even the president. Basically, it depends on the kind of a person you have brought on board. If you bring on board somebody who has got no idea of what is expected of him, don't expect the results to be good. And I've been telling people that the product is as good as the process that produced it. So if you find yourself complaining all the time, the person that you brought on board has no issues. The problem is you as an individual, because you brought the right person for the job, the wrong person for the job. So make sure that as you hire people, you hire the best. The other thing that you must ensure that you have done is that you must set clear goals. This is where you say that in order for you to succeed in your organization, people must know from the onset what is expected of them. And that's why I say you must have a SMART goal. A SMART goal means S stands for specific goal. Let people know what it is that you want to achieve and within what time frame. The measurable goal, meaning that you have already been able to create an infrastructure that will enable the process to be achieved. Then A stands for attainable or achievable. The dream that you have set, don't set something that will run for 100 years, not at all. Set something that you know it is actually achievable within the time frame that you have set aside. Then the letter R stands for what we call realistic, reasonable, rewarding, and reviewable. I repeat, R has got so many meanings. Realistic, reasonable, reviewable, and rewarding. And then T, there must be a time frame for any given goal to be achieved. So when you do that, when you have set clear goals and you have effectively communicated to the people that you're intending to to help you achieve that particular objective, it becomes very, very easy. And I've been telling people that it does not matter where you are in the globe, the compass must always point to the north. So as long as you've been able to marshal the human resources, you have given them what we call the resources they require to be able to land that particular goal, it will be achieved within the set time frames. So the other thing that you must always do in your life, listen to your team. Learn to listen to your team. Don't become a dictator. Majority of us people are dictators at our various capacities. Don't become a dictator. You must learn to listen. And one person called Desiderata says that even fools have something to say. And there is no child who is a less child in the universe. So learn to listen. Keep your ears open. One day, let me give you an example which may actually alter the way you treat your team members. A certain company that you know, one of the companies that normally sell what we call the toothpaste, was contemplating of laying off at least 5,000 people. And one of the persons, there was a T-girl, let me just call her T-girl. A T-girl hand the chief executive officer saying that he was actually working out on a strategy to retire over 4,000, 5,000 people. So the T-girl whispered to the CEO and said, "Bwana CEO, I was thinking that the mistake is not the consumer out there. The mistake is that we are actually coming up with what we call tubes that release very small portions of toothpaste. So what if we made the viscosity of the toothpaste much lighter so that as one places to get the toothpaste, a lot of it comes out, as opposed to this one which is very liquid, whose viscosity is very weighty." And of course, you see what happened. The CEO listened to that particular T-girl, and you know what? By the end of that year, they employed 7,500 employees, courtesy of who? A T-girl. So learn to listen. So as a good manager, one of the secrets of what we call effective management is actually listening to your team. Then learn, the other point is communicate effectively. Communicate effectively. And many people have this problem. Communication is never complete until people get to know what it is that you want your people to do. What is it that you want your team to do? And that is only achieved through what we call effective communication. Effective communication is very, very key. So let me just give you an example of what effective communication entails. Effective communication means that no matter how simple the item or the agenda of the day looks like, it is not all of us people, we are not endowed in the same way. So take a bit of time, explain your points point by point, and let people understand why things ought to be done in this particular way and not the other one. And again, when it comes to communicating on the number of the reporting times and what have you, be good. Don't just come issuing what we call threats, that everybody must report at this time. No. Let people appreciate that you are doing it for the common good of everybody. And the existence of the organization is actually directly hitched at the joint, because if the company goes down, it goes down for everyone, for everybody. So it's very, very important that you communicate to the people that you lead effectively. Respect your team members. Respect is never bought. The fact that you are the CEO today does not mean that tomorrow the people that you're governing can be CEOs. The same God who has blessed you to become the chief executive officer, the same God who has blessed you to be the president, to be the deputy president, to be the governor, to be the senator, to be the MP, to be the women rep, to be the MCA, can be the same God that can make these people that you lead attain the same position that you are in. So one of the things that you must do is that if you want the company to be run properly, you must learn to respect the people that you work with. After all, you can't be able to deliver the services that they are offering alone. So you require them. So it's good that you learn to respect your team. Then create a learning culture within your organization. I have said it time and again that the reason as to why many companies are suffering is because they have not embraced this open door policy of learning. Let people learn. Keep on bringing people on board. Keep on inviting speakers like us, motivational speakers, trainers, to come and add knowledge to your people. Nobody has monopoly of ideas. And they can only get better through what we call training. Embrace what we call capacity building. Sometimes, for those who have done even well, you can even give them what we call, you can sponsor for training for specific areas, depending on the needs of your organization. So actually create what we call a learning culture. The other thing is that delegate, but don't abdicate your duties. Delegate, but don't abdicate your duties. Sorry. abdicate your duties. What do I mean by this? The fact that you have delegated does not mean that you get out of the picture. Your leadership is still required. So give guidance where necessary. Give guidance. Yes, you have delegated responsibilities, but give guidance. Don't be away from what we call the areas of operation. Remove barriers to success. Make sure that whatever you're doing for your organization has got what we call a clear-cut policy for everybody. Let people understand the culture, the organization of the organogram, the organizational structure, the chains of command, and how one can grow from one position to the other one, and learn to appreciate good work done by your employees or the people that you work with. Finally, focus on the customer. If you want to succeed as an organization, you must know what is it that makes you wake up in the morning. And customer is key. If you have time, please refer to what we call the Mahatma Gandhi philosophy of a customer. So for more information regarding what we call secrets of effective management, kindly don't hesitate to visit our offices at Top Blast House, which is actually along Ruaraka Outer Ring Road. We are actually in the middle of Ola Petrol Station and Naivas Supermarket. Call us. You can even call us for more. We do trainings. We do what we call capacity building trainings. We do what we call motivation sessions. We do business consultancy, insurance consultancy, risk management consultancy, personal financial literacy training. We do team building, team boarding. We do all those things. Kindly visit our website, www.panorama-consultants.com. Drop us an email at info@panorama-consultants.com. Call us on 0713-534-65. You'll either get Mary or Judy on that number, 0713-534-65, and we do business together. May God bless you. Keep watching Dr. Paul Kibisho YouTube channel. God bless all of you. Shalom.